right, Jamie. Could you introduce yourself and tell us where we are?
I'm Jamie Bush. We are pulling in Tomah, Wisconsin at the Grand National Truck Pull.
All right, and what is going on today?
Well, today there's a different number of classes. It's got the mini rods, the four-wheel drive trucks, and a couple other ones, the multi-engine mods, and we're getting ready for competition.
All right, and what is the competition about?
There's a sled we pull. We actually just pull it the furthest, and then whoever goes the furthest wins.
So you have a chance to win?
Yeah, I'm Region 5 champion from the region area, so pulling up with the Grand National guys, and yeah, we got her tuned in. We're looking forward for tonight.
All right, and could you tell our viewers what is the reward?
Oh, there's a little cash reward, but it's more about the glory and the points, and try to get to the end of the year and see who's got the best equipment. It's fun to do, and it's adrenaline rush. It's a 30-second ride. You come off there, and it's amazing.
Was it your passion?
Yeah, I think so. It's a hobby, and you try to keep going. And yeah, I got a passion for it.
Did you do it? The project is yours?
Yes, I built this all from scratch at the farm shop in Iowa. Motor I've had, the motor I do myself, and you take a lot of pride in doing the work yourself and getting it done.
It's huge. It's powerful, right?
Yeah, we got about 1,600 horsepower out of it, naturally aspirated motor.
And could you tell me what is the picture about? Who's there?
That is Zeus, the god of gods. That represents everything, because everybody's talking about Hercules and everything. Well, he's the god of gods, so.
You believe so?
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you.
that you've given me. Did you never worry that I come to depend on you? I gave you all the love I had in me. Now I find you lie, and I can't believe it's true. Wrap in her arms, I see you across the street.
My name is Julie Zebro, and I'm the marketing and advertising manager for the Monroe County Ag Society, who is the sponsor of the Budweiser Dairyland Super National Truck and Tractor Pull. And we also have a website. The website's probably the easiest with the most information. The website is www.tractorpull.com. and you should be able to find just about anything on there. Phone numbers we have on there, email is on the website too.
This is Joanna radio station Chicago FM, and I have a pleasure to speak with Julie, PR of the Spectacular Entertaining here in Wisconsin, Tomah. Julie, tell me everything about this place, where we are.
We started our pull 43 years ago in September on a very cold weekend in the fall, and it has grown to what you have seen today, which is to over 300 hooks. And when I say 300 hooks, that's tractors, trucks, semis. We've had 300 pulls down a 350-foot track, and it is it's a motor sport of sorts, but it's not a race. It's more power than anything, and we have competitors from all over the United States of America, and from Canada, and also from the Netherlands that come to pull here in Tomah. And we usually have at least one competitor that comes across. They call it across the pond, and we have reciprocate in the last few years where we have sent across the pond one of our better pullers and grand champion people as well. It's really a family-orientated event. We have a lot of vendors here, for the ladies, a lot of purses and jewelry and good smelly stuff and that kind of thing. And also, the things that interest the men, the toys, not the toys, but tools, I'm sorry. And the replicas of the tractors and the trucks that are being pulled here. So, and the food, and you can't ever go to an event like this without good food. And I think people have really enjoyed all the new things that have been on the ground this year.
Everyone can find something for themselves. It sounds very great. As we continue about the trucks, pulling trucks, could you explain our listeners what is about this competition? What is the process?
Well, the process is that they run a circuit, and they start. They do a couple pulls in the wintertime indoors, and that's usually in a very large community that has a big arena of some type, and they gather points, and depending upon where their placing is how many points they get. And they also get cash prizes. Like our cash purse here is $200,000 plus awards. Like first place winners get $100 gas card, a jacket. Budweiser gives them a Budweiser watch. And I'm sure there's some other, and they get a big trophy, which is really quite nice. And so all year long they go from state to state, to community. Typically it's a smaller community, 10,000 to 15,000 people.
So what is depends on it's as bigger engine is better?
Horsepower is better. Like the mini rods are light and quick and fast, and then you have the semis and the unlimited tractors that have 6 jet airplanes on them. and that, as you saw last night, that shoots fire as it starts up and comes down the track. Their vehicles are absolutely gorgeous just to look at, and we do allow them to go into the pit area. It is free, which is very unusual for them to do that. Most motorsports do not let them, and in a lot of motorsports right now, they don't even let them into the pit. But our fans, and especially our pullers, really enjoy talking to the fans and being able to have the opportunity to show off their machinery. A few other pulls were part of the super national circuit, and there's 3 of us. And you always want to have, if nothing else, bragging rights to tell them that you're the very best in the country. However, saying that, I would have to guess to say, in all honesty, that most everybody, even though we may not get the big trophy at the end of the year, think that Tomah truly is the best club. Our whole community gets behind this. We have wonderful sponsors. We have wonderful people that do a lot of volunteer and don't ask for anything. They usually get a T-shirt and a cap, and they're just happy with that. It does take about 250 people to put on an event like this in various capacities, and we do have one full-time paid staff member who is operations and management.
Tomah in Wisconsin is so small city, but I think it's make very great impact, economic impact. What do you think about it?
The economic impact we know is $15 million plus for a week with this type of activity here, and it does not only affect the Tomah community, but it also affects the county itself, which is the Monroe County. It also affects, the whole state of Wisconsin, because they have to travel, they have to get gas, they have to eat. So we're very proud of what we have been able to accomplish economically. The other thing that's really important here is a lot of our nonprofit organizations also have our vendors here, especially in the food area, and they make a tremendous amount of money over the week that, now they don't have to go door to door to the merchants and ask for a donation for a special project that they got going on. Or, that they don't have to have another bake sale or sell popcorn and candy bars and pizzas and all that kind of stuff. They're able to take the money that they've earned and they appreciate and able to put it back into the community. And it's money that they've earned, and they haven't had to ask for it. So it's a very cohesive group that is very cooperative between all of us, and they understand how good this is for the community as a whole.
Congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Very much.
us a few words from yourself.
As I said before to you, this has been a real highlight to have you find us and to be able to show you why we become so involved and so excited about an event like this. It has been a privilege to get to know both you and Ray, and we could not have asked for anything better other than the fact that you joined us. So, Godspeed to the both of you, and hope we see you again.
Hope see you again. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ooh, you better stop if you love me. Now's the time to be sorry. I won't believe that we would walk on there, baby. Oh, you better stop before you tell me you're apart. You better stop before you go and break my heart.
Well, number one, I was here on September of 1976 when the event started. Obviously, this is the 43rd event in succession. The event, starting in 1977 and following, ran the week after July 4 for an awful long time. I believe it was 1989 when another event in the nation gave up their date. And so this pull moved from the 4th of July down, they moved to the 4th of July, and they stayed there. And after some years, realizing that it's mostly volunteer help, and it was to the point where the children didn't get no 4th of July holiday because Ma and Pa both were working at the pull all week or weekend. And as soon as the date became available, they moved to the June date. So that's where we are now. And I am officially retired from the live mic show time. I do a few interviews prior to the show time or between shows, but I guess I got into the microphone thing by accident where somebody else was supposed to go talk with a man about an upcoming event, and he was afraid to go, and somebody had to go. And he handed me the flyer and he said, "You go do this." And so I went, and the man was a nice appearing, happy-go-lucky guy, and he asked me general questions, and we chatted around for a while, and he said, "Folks, I don't know about you, but it sounds like a good time, and I'm not going to miss it." And it was over. And I realized I had never unrolled my flyer to talk. And then after a while, I got to doing a few shows. And I realized that you can't read, because about the time you get half done reading a story, somebody leaves the starting line, or, so you kind of ad-lib it. And a man asked me once, and I'm not bragging, but he said, "You don't read all that stuff you say, do you?" Apparently he had bet with some of his friends that I didn't, and they thought I did. And I said, "No." He said, "I knew it. He said, it just runs out of your mouth, don't it? Usually you were reminded to keep plug-in sponsors, especially in the old days. You know, we didn't have electronic media like we do now. We didn't have the scoreboard at the end of the track.
It's much easier now. You're very talented, I said.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
My name's Ron Saval, and I've been on the fair board here probably 4 years now. I've been working at this bull for day one since 1976. So I'm a salesman by trade, so works in agriculture industry. So
It's a long time ago. How the machine looks like?
the machines have got so much more sophisticated, and they're state of the art now, as you can see, compared to back then. A lot of breakage. Just to put them together, they were pretty crude, you know. Yes.
And how many members take place in this competition?
They're here this weekend. I think there's probably 400 and some competitors here. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm Chris Schreier, president of the Monroe County Egg Society, and we're in Tomah, Wisconsin. We're at the Dairyland Super National Truck and Tractor Pull.
Who do you think wins? Have your favorite?
Well, he already won one class already, which is Brett Berg out of Minnesota. But yeah.
And what would you like to say from yourself?
For myself, well, people got to come to visit Tomah and plan to come to this event every June, third weekend in June, and see people from all over the world compete against each other and meet new friends in the crowd and fans from all over the world. Make it better.
Good commercial for our viewers.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. What is your impression about its event?
I love this. This is like the Indianapolis 500 of tractor pulling. I came here when I was a little boy, and I always said I wanted to pull on the track. So here we are.
So you're a driver?
I drive now and then. Today he's driving.
Did you build this machine?
Yes. We built it together with help from other people, but mostly we did a lot of the work.
It's a competition we run in what's called 9,300-pound super farm, so it's a tractor pull competition. In our class today, we've got 24 tractors competing.
So it means that it's not only exhibition, but it's also you can win something.
Absolutely. There's funds being paid and points awarded, and at the end of the year, most points will give a payout check, and if you get close enough to get there today, it's good. You absolutely can't go in the field or on the road. It's strictly a 13-second down the track tractor.
And what is your name?
My name is Roy. Last name's Hardy.
Okay, and where are you from?
We're from up in northern Wisconsin, town by Cadott.
Thank you very much.
Who invented it? A bunch of farmers back in the 60s.
Farmers first.
Farmers first. That's how we started.
And what is your name?
Chris Larson,
And where are you from?
Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
I'm Gert Dingerink. I come from Holland, and we have we take both two minis with us. The one is the Lambada, and the other one is the Bobcat Junior. And we like competition. And in Holland there is a little bit less tractors, so we go here for a big competition. And I'm Gert Dingerink. I'm 40 years old, and I enjoy to play over here. Tractor. We run in a mini mod class. So it's named Toplands and Lambada, we call it. And now you see we have some sponsors on it from Holland. So there's just only one engine. It's a V8 engine. It's a Brad Anderson motor. And it's you see it's 4 cylinders on this side, 4 cylinders on that side. This is a V8 engine. It's powered by a blower. So a big ignition. It makes probably close to 3,000 horsepower. So hopefully we can do good on the track with this one. So that's it.
Are you going to be here next year?
I think I come back in 3 weeks here in Chapel Hill.
Thank you.
My name's Ryan Jensen out of Osage, Iowa, driving the Rhino tractor. Feeling real good, had a nice hook. We're 3 foot out of first right now and made a really nice pass. Yeah, we're in a field of 24 tough running tractors. That's a lot. So every tractor runs hard, and you just never know. You never know where you're going to end up. So.
How about your machine? Did you build it?
Yep, we built that from the ground up. Bought it in 2000.
What is the great in your machine?
Well, there's a lot of things that go into it. Weight, air pressure, hook position is a big thing, and a lot of luck too. So You put those things together, and maybe you can come on top. Yeah, exactly. So.
And what's your name again?
Ryan Jensen,
And where are you from?
Osage, Iowa.
I'm Trevin Rohde from Rice Lake, Wisconsin. We're just down here in Tomah, Wisconsin. I'm a little bit nervous right now, but as soon as you get hooked to the sled, backed up, make sure everything's straight, it all goes away. For me, this will be state points, Region 3 points, so I think out of all of us Region 3, there's at least 20, 25 tractors running for points, so I think we're sitting in second right now. Hopefully come out in the top 3 anyway.
I bet.
You always want all the horsepower you can get, but usually in this class we're all pretty close, so it's just getting the power to the ground and picking the right gear, getting traction, and getting down there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.